and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here on the drive-thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time is deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a look at who's on the show with us here for today. On today's show, we got with us, we're waiting for Wayne Scott. We threw some emails. We told him sign in before the show. We're still waiting for Wayne. We got also Damian Sosh, Ninos, Zawacky, Tony Brunn, a late scratch. Not enough time to get the graphics put together. We need to know a little earlier. Also, Brad with us, Brad Francis, and Jay Briggs. Here's how they'll line up for this evening. With us tonight will be, of course, Francis, Sosh, Brown, the late scratch, Ninos, Briggs, Scott, Zawacky, and then I will close this one out. All right, we got for NBA on the board tonight. Lots of college hoops, good at college hoops action tonight. Some major conferences as well as mid-majors in action. And some hockey as well on the board. Good hockey cards. So let's get this one underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Brad Francis here. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs. He has been on absolute fire here in college basketball. So he's making a special appearance today here on the drive-thru on a Tuesday. Let's bring in Brad right now. Brad, what's happening?
Hey, what's up, Tony? How are we doing today?
Doing great. All right, here we go tonight at 9 Eastern Time. We got Boise State here to host Nevada. Big showdown in the Mountain West. Boise State laying 5.5. Total sits at 135.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Boise State minus the 5.5. I mean, both these teams, they have been both been moneymakers as of late. Both teams are coming into this one 7-2-1 ATS in their last 10. And earlier this season, Nevada actually beat this Boise State team by 2, but that game was in Nevada. And this time around, they will be playing in Boise, which I think will make a big difference. Boise State, they've been playing really well on their home court, 7-1 ATS when playing on their home court. And Nevada, they have been super solid, but 3 out of their 4 losses have been on the road. And Boise State, they've been super hot as of late. I mean, they've been blowing out teams. Their last 3 games were all wins by at least 17 points. They play very strong defense, just a very scrappy team. So I expect them to come out and look good and try to get some revenge on this Nevada team that beat them earlier in the season. I'm going to take the hot team, the team that, lost earlier in the season against this team. And, love Boise State minus 5.5 here.
All right, Brad, here going to go with Boise State. Lay the 5.5, not plus 5.5. Lay the 5.5 here. They are the underdog, the favorite here, the home favorite in this game. Brad, when you look at Boise State, they have been really shooting and defending well in conference. They are number 1 in offensive and defensive efficiency against the Mountain West. They're hitting 42% from 3 here against the Mountain West. And these games are important because for some reason the Mountain West, they seem to get a lot of at-large bids in the NCAA tournament.
Exactly. Yeah. If you want to get in that tournament in this conference, you're going to have to be, you're that 1 or 2 spot there. So these games matter. And I think they're going to come out motivated for this one.
All right, Boise State here laying 5.5 against Nevada. This one will have a start time here of 9 Eastern Time. You're going to have to, unless you live in the region there, you'll see in some local networks, but mostly it's Mountain West Network online. Watch it on the stream. All right, Brad, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Prim for tonight's action. As we said, Brad's been on absolute fire here in college hoops, over 1,055 units of profit. That is all documented over at Pick Dodge Prim. A great start to 2023 with 760 units of profit, showing great profit last 7 days, coming off a monster day yesterday. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir. Coming off a huge day yesterday, looking to keep the momentum up and just sticking with college basketball tonight. I mean, I got 3 plays, got a 3-pack up there, so check that out. All the picks or the package is guaranteed, so if it doesn't profit, you get a credit back. And, the 3-day, 7-day, 30-day, or teaming up with any other of these handicappers is a great option. So, check that out on the site.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Brad Francis over at Pick Dogs Premium. As he said, he's been on absolute fire right now. 1,055 units of profit up there right now. This featured pick package right now is a college basketball 3-pack. Get on board with it right now. Credit guarantee. Must generate profit. The amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is credit guarantee here from Brad Francis. Also, instead of buying the plays individually, you can opt for the long-term pass. The way Brad's running, you might as well get that 1-month all sports pass. We're right here in the heart of college basketball. We got these meaningful conference games right now going off. Get on board with Brad. Get all of his 1-month pass, all of his college basketball here for the month, as well as NBA. Of course, the NFL. This will take you all the way to the Super Bowl with that 1-month pass. You can use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that. 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there, right, Brad? It's always great having you on the show. Thank you for coming in for today on a special appearance here from Brad. And we look forward to the continued success, and we'll talk with you again here on Friday.
All right. Thank you, Tony. Have a good night.
You got it. Brad Francis here on the drive-thru. Guys, we'll continue here with our coverage. Up next, Let's go out to Philly, and we're going to talk to Damian Sosh if I'm over at Pick Dogs. I'm looking forward to that Eagles playoff game. Of course, the Eagles with the bye week here, now getting ready. Oh boy, divisional foe coming in here on for your playoff.
It should be a lot of fun Saturday night. There's no doubt about that. Everybody around the area is certainly excited for it. Definitely.
Yeah, I like the divisional matchups, and even like it more in the playoffs. I think it adds that dimension. We saw it there for a half with Seattle. We saw it there with Miami and Buffalo. And if you're a bettor, you can, if you think it could be a little close game, you can take the dogs. In some cases, the divisional dogs have been good money. It worked on that Miami game. Not so on the Seattle game. They got run out in the second half. But we go now to conference action in the SEC here as Alabama to host Vanderbilt here. Alabama laying 8.5, total 154.
Yeah, we're used to the Alabama football team kind of dominating here in the SEC, but right now it's the basketball team. They're ranked number 4 in the country, really good on both ends of the floor, and they've been really just crushing their opponents. 15-2 overall, 5-0 in the SEC. Their 5 SEC victories are by an average of nearly 23 points. They're coming into this game off a 40-point win against LSU. Now they're going to be taking on a Vanderbilt team that's 9-8, 2-2 in SEC play. But I think this is a pretty solid Vanderbilt team. I think they're better than their record. They're 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games, and Alabama is going to be actually the 4th straight ranked team that Vandy has played. Prior to tonight's game, Vandy played and covered against Missouri, Tennessee, and Arkansas. They just beat Arkansas in their last game as 3.5-point home underdogs. Vandy has 4 players averaging double figures. 7-footer Liam Robbins. He's pretty solid offensively, averages over 13 points per game. And defensively, he's very good as well, averages nearly 3 blocks per game. Now, Vandy has played in quite a few close games this year. 12 of their games actually have been decided by single digits. And I think this game is decided as well by single digits, and it stays within that number. So take Vanderbilt at home and take the points.
All right, Damon says take the points here. Vandy here with the plus 8.5 here against Alabama. Yeah, Vandy coming off that win against Arkansas. Arkansas dealing with a few injuries there, but boy, I didn't know Jerry Stackhouse had it in him. Boy, he showed some emotion in that Arkansas game last week, which I hadn't seen before. So his head's into it. And of course, they came bounce back with those after those 2 losses on the road. Come back here with the win against Arkansas, and you're seeing some pretty good offense here, scoring inside. They're securing the basketball. They're tops in offensive efficiency there in the conference. Although what they're lacking here is they're not really forcing the turnovers defensively, but giving up 35% from 3, 51% inside there. So that's probably their weak spot, is trying to defend the middle here against Alabama.
Yeah, I kind of think so. I think it's going to be a higher scoring game. Vanderbilt can score, as you mentioned. And remember last year, this team made it to the NIT quarterfinals. So these are kids, they don't have everybody back, but a lot of these kids, they want to get to the big dance. And a win over Alabama would certainly go a long way in punching their ticket come March. So I like Vandy here with the points. I think they can keep this one close. All
right, we got Damon here. Vanderbilt plus 8.5 here against Alabama. This one to have a start time here, 8:30 Eastern time over on SEC Network. All right, Damon, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight's action. Showing good profit here over the past 30 days, as well as the past 7 days from Damian Sosh over at Pick Dogs Premium, showing profit NBA as well as NHL, finishing off a very great college football season, by the way, as well. We got some college basketball on the board, 4 from the NBA, some on the ice as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, sticking with college basketball today, I have 3 plays up there for sale. My Big Ten bomb features Wisconsin against Penn State. That's for just $15. I have some extra plays out there. If you're, a 3, 7, or 30-day plan, you'll get those extra plays in there. And really, guys, that's the best bang for your buck. You get all my plays instead of buying them individually. You get them all right there, right as I release them. So definitely look at hooking yourself up with a long-term plan. It'll definitely be worth your while.
That's right. Get on board here with Damian Sosh over at Pick Dogs Premium. So great profit here over the past 30 days in board in action tonight with a 3-pack from college basketball. That is credit guarantee, meaning it must turn a profit. The amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credits. That is credit guarantee. Also in action with individual plays there as well, or you can just go ahead and get the longer term pass here from Damon. 7-day all sports pass. Get all of Damon's premium plays here for 7 days. That's all college hoops, NBA, hockey. Of course, the NFL. Remember the NFL. It plays here on Saturday and Sunday with your playoff games, divisional round. So get on board right now and get that 7-day pass. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. even greater value there. All right, Damon, as always, great having you on the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again in a couple days.
All right, Tony, have a good one.
You too as well. Damian Sosh here on the Drive to. Let's continue our coverage here. Tony Brown, a late scratch. So let's continue on here. Let's go ahead and welcome in El Ninos. You'll find him over at Pig Dogs Premium, doing great work over there on the site. So let's go ahead and bring him in right now. El Ninos is ready to roll here. I think we're ready to bring him in right now. El Ninos ready to roll. El Ninos, what's happening?
Going pretty good here, Tony. How are you doing?
Doing great. All right, here we go tonight, 9 Eastern time. Nuggets here to host the Trailblazers. Denver here laying 6, total 237.
Yeah, this should be a fun matchup. You got Nuggets who've been just absolutely great at home, going up against the Blazers. So another team that usually you play better at home. That's definitely usually the case for most teams, but these teams just a little bit more so, especially the Nuggets. They have that big home court advantage in Denver. Big question mark for the Nuggets though, and Jamal Murray here, a game time decision. It looks like he's questionable. Can't quite get a good read on whether he's going to play or not, so it looks like a 50-50 to me. On the other side, just Justin Winslow out. Looks like everybody else is good to go. So if Murray sits this one out, I definitely like the Blazers here. This number is coming down. It might suggest that Murray might sit out. And whether he plays or not, I think getting more than... If he plays, I think this line jumps back up to 6 or more. And I'd still like the Blazers there. If he doesn't play, I think gives Portland a chance to win this one outright. Won't be easy by any means. You still got the two-time MVP Nikola Jokic to beat there, and he's not going to make any game easy for you. But I think the Blazers just keep this one competitive, and I think it could come down to the final to whoever has the last possession as well. And if that's the case, getting more than one possession definitely a good place to be. But again, whether they pull the upset off or not, I just like getting the points in this matchup. I think Lillard can definitely keep his team in most games, and it's like getting close to two possessions or slightly more. I'd rather have the points here than lay them.
All right, Alnino says take the points here. Trailblazers +6 here against the Nuggets. The Nuggets, I just looked at some numbers here over the past 11. They've won their past 11 at home. They've been on absolute fire, have this Denver Nuggets over those 11 games, averaging about 120 points per 100 possessions and giving up 107. They did not cover against that pesky Orlando team that can give you some, when they got everybody clicking, they got everyone healthy, they can put together a good team. Problem is their health. They always have too many guys on the injury report. The issue there with Portland has been their play on the road. It was ugly there on the road. They finally got their act together at home. We got to see Portland home dominance here the last couple of home games, but when they pounded Dallas, right, that's what we usually see, high scoring games, outscoring the opponents. But sometimes it doesn't always work on the road here for Portland, that style. They've lost 8 of 9 on the road. They're having issues offensively on the road. 109 points per 100 possessions, giving up 115 per 100. You got to see how the offense clicks here on the road in this elevation.
Yeah, again, tough place to play. They haven't been great on the road, just 10 and 14 on the road. But again, when you're getting points, it kind of changes those numbers, and they are 9 and 8. Let me double check these numbers: 9 and 8 against the spread as road dogs. So again, getting close to 2 buckets or better. A team that's over 500 as road dogs, good spot to be, I think. Yeah, not like the Nuggets have been terrible. They've been great at home. We mentioned great record. 11-8-1 though against the spread as home favorites, and it just feels like a couple too many points. The Blazers haven't been playing their best basketball, but starting to turn it around a little bit, and I think it's a decent matchup, especially if Murray sits out.
Yeah, well, the thing with Denver is this is one of the teams that has the most depth at guard of any team. They're very loaded. Bones Highland's even a guy. I saw Portland, I saw Denver in the preseason, and I was just looking at the guard rotation. I don't even know if Ish Smith is still in there or not. I haven't seen Ish for a while, but he can ball as well. and he's like the third string guard there for Denver. And of course, don't forget that rookie out of Kansas, Braun. They go pretty deep in the guard position.
Yeah, they do. Still reason that he's the starting point guard, though, and I still think he's the best option there. But yeah, not the worst backups in the league, that's for sure. But yeah, I mean, again, whether if he plays, we're just gonna get a better number. So around this number, I'm gonna like the pick either way. So whether you want to hit it now or wait for the confirmation on Jamal Murray, I don't mind either way. I think we're gonna get a better number.
All right, here we go with Ninos here. Trailblazers +6 against the Nuggets. This one have a start time 9 p.m. Eastern time. Already out Ninos. Let's take a look over at Pick Dog Stream for tonight's action. Nice board here from the NHL as well as college basketball. 4 games on the board from the NBA. It is a TNT doubleheader tonight. So looking forward to that here. Pretty good night in the NBA, even though there's not a lot of volume, but there is some quality up there. Good results here for the year in 2023. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, you said not a lot of action in the pro sports today. Sounds like Brad's got a loaded college basketball card, so if you want to pair me up with him on a 2-for-1 capper special, might be a good night for that. I got my best bet in the NBA and my best bet in the NHL, just one pick in each sport tonight. Pretty quiet night, but I like this place.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Al Ninos over at Pick Dog Stream. Good results here for 2023. Get on board with Al. He does have an NBA alley-oop up there. An individual play, that's his $15 premium on the board. So get on board right now with Al Ninos over at Pick Dog Stream. Also individual plays from the NHL as well. But again, why not try out Al for a 7-day pass? Get all of Al Ninos' premium plays here for 7 days. It would include all his plays here from the NBA, NHL, as well as college basketball. And don't forget the NFL, right? This will take you through the entire playoffs here. And Super Bowl with the 7-day pass just for the divisional round Saturday and Sunday. That's a 1-month pass. If you get the 1-month pass, that will include the entire remainder of the playoffs. So you make the call there. So get on board there with Al Ninos at Pick Dogs. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off at checkout. And of course, you can also add a second capper. You can add him up with, as you said, Brad. You can match him up here with Damian, with Tony Brown, Jay Briggs, Wayne Scott, Rod Zawacky, and myself. 2-for-1 cap promotion. Your best value there over at Pick Dogs. All right, Al Ninos, as always, great having your show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Yeah, that's right. I mentioned Brad, but you can obviously pair me up with anyone, everybody.
No, it's all right.
A lot of cappers doing great to start the year, so take your pick, whatever you're into, and don't get discouraged by just the 2 picks tonight. I like tomorrow's card a lot better, so we'll definitely have more than 2 picks up tomorrow.
All right, definitely, no doubt. All right, Al, have a great evening. Talk to you again tomorrow. Al Ninos here on the Drive Thru. Guys, remind if you missed any of our picks, we'll do a complete recap at the end of the show. A shout out there to guys in the chat room, Ronald Alston, James Thrower in there. I guess he was near the top of the contest leaderboard there for a while. Ronald Alston, a shout out there, MMA Locker Room. People throughout social media, Rapper Capper's out there, Latifah is out there, Rocco Rogers. We got Mindy up there, so a lot of folks in the chat room. I want to give a shout out there to everybody, Ramon as well. Kyrie officially out of this game against San Antonio, so there's some word news coming in. That is not the real Tony Brown. Tony Brown knows how to sign in. He knows how to sign into the show, so he has no problem. And he can text me too. So if that's the real Tony Brown, he would text me and he would ask me for the password to get in the show, but he already has the way to get to the password to get in the show, so that's not the real Tony. But we already tested that already. Hey, I never got the text from him to verify it was a real guy. So it's just a little fun and games there in the chat room there. So let's continue on here on the drive-thru. All right, I think that's the real Jay Briggs in there, to be honest with you. He's active there in the chat room, no doubt. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Speaking of the real Jay Briggs, he's ready to roll. To catch him over at Pick Dogs. Like you said, no sweat yesterday, total blowout, total domination, winning team, winning conference, winning division, no losing teams in his division against a team that has all losing teams. And only 2.5-point favorite. Didn't even need the points. Could have went alternate line. Would have made a ton, fistfuls of money. Jay Briggs, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony? Actually, that's not me in the chat. So,
all right.
You trolls, you need to chill. But
all right.
And second off, yeah, man, how about them boys yesterday? We got it done. Love to see that. Like you said, I did play the extended line in that one. Tampa wasn't good all year. If you were betting Tampa yesterday, you were betting Brady. And it wasn't a good spot to do that. And so now my Cowboys moving on to next week, and shall be a good one going into San Fran.
It's a different Cowboys team. When they're in, I call it sleep mode. Teams get in sleep mode a lot of times when they clinch the playoffs and there's not a lot to play for. They kind of go in that sleep mode, and we get tricked by it.
Yeah, you're right. We should see though. San Fran still got a little Purdy, and he's still a rookie, man. just a quick note, this San Francisco team reminds me so much of my 2016 Cowboys. We were a young team. Dak, his rookie year, he's playing really well. And a veteran quarterback just came in their building and beat us. Aaron Rodgers came in there and beat us that year. I kind of feel like Dak is going to go in there and humble Purdy in the same way.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm just saying that I think you're going to get a good effort out of the Cowboys. You're not going to see the Cowboy team we saw once they clinched. You're going to see the Cowboy team when they're at their best. That's why we saw it yesterday. They kind of let up there in the fourth quarter. You could see they really didn't want to do the big hits on the Bucks. They were kind of giving them touchdowns, kind of giving them like just give them some charity there at the end to make it look respectable. They could have closed them out even more, but I think we know what we see when the Cowboys bring their best game. They got to be motivated. When you got nothing to play for, it was a long shot to catch the Eagles. Like I said, you see this a lot of times with these teams. They go into that sleep mode, and then they wake up when it's playoff time, and I think we saw that there with the Cowboys. But tonight, speaking of sleep mode, we're not seeing Sixers, not A versus B team. It's the Clippers here hosting the Sixers here. The Clippers here we're favorite, and I think it was the Sixers opening as favorite. Now the Clippers are favorite at 1.5. Total's 223.
Yes, sir, Tony. So y'all know I do the jam session every day, every morning, and so sometimes my lines be off. And like you said this morning, Sixers were definitely favored. It was Sixers -1. So now the line has swung 2.5 points, and it's kind of a weird line move because I don't see no more injuries for the Sixers here in this one. Looks like everybody's still a go. So I guess some people are kind of in agreement with me here tonight. I think tonight we see a vintage Kawhi Leonard game, and I'm taking him over his points total tonight at 25.5. I think he could easily get into the 30s. He's gone over his posted total 3 of his last 4 games, and on a 4-game card, TNT game in Los Angeles, the 76ers coming into his building. His Clippers been struggling here recently, man. I just got a severe gut feeling that we see a nice performance from Kawhi Leonard here tonight. And that's, me, I'm usually not nobody that loves the Clippers. They're actually my favorite team's rival, the Dallas Mavericks. So I'm not one that typically bets the Clippers or looks to give them any praise, but I think tonight is a night where we look in their direction and they hoop tonight on their home floor. The 76ers, they've been teetering here recently, man, and this is going to be their 3rd straight road game. And I think Kawhi Leonard just comes out the hoop tonight on his home floor, Tony, and I think he gets over this 25.5 point total.
All right, you're looking for Kawhi Leonard here to get his points here against the Sixers in this one, over the total here of 25.5 points. Of course, Paul George is someone that was lingering on the injury report. They're still concerned here. I think there was thoughts that he was going to play. I think this is why this line moved, because there's some reports that he practiced yesterday. With those hamstring injuries, it's very tricky. I'm not. I know some folks are probably just thinking, well, since he practiced yesterday, he should be okay. That's not always the case with these hamstring injuries. You just got to see how he responded after that. I'm just trying to see if there's any word here on the shoot around. There's no news yet if he participated in the shoot around at all.
Yeah, I'm still seeing questionable for Paul George tonight. I'm kind of hoping for this bet's sake that he doesn't play tonight. But overall, I think he does. If he does come back tonight, it does help the flow of the Clippers. He is one of the better wing defenders in the NBA and one of the definite just straight-up bucket getters as well. Yeah. So, the addition of Paul George would be huge for this Clippers team tonight. I have seen that he was questionable to return. He's been out for a good minute. So, as soon as I find out anything, guys, if y'all follow me on Twitter or something like that, I'll tweet out as soon as I find out if he's in or not, if we're not still on the show for Tony to update y'all.
Yeah, so keep an eye on the update here with Kawhi Leonard over 25.5 points. That's the play here from Jay. And we're looking here at someone in the chat room chimed in. I just asked they asked about this game. Sean Elwood asked, a double-double from Embiid, yes or no?
Yeah, but you're probably paying crazy juice on that, though, because Embiid always goes double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds. So you're probably paying like minus 200 juice on that. So I don't know.
Yeah, the matchup probably favors Embiid as well here against the Clippers, that big man down low. So that was there from Sean Elwood. Thanks for that contribution there. And, of course, Jay is on Kawhi Leonard over 25.5 points here against the 76ers. Always tricky when, Jay, it's always tricky when these teams play the 2 games in LA and you have that day off in between. There was no rain yesterday. The 76ers had a day off in LA.
Yeah, LA's a dangerous place to have a day off in, especially for those NBA players with all that money to spend. So maybe the Sixers come out kind of flat tonight, and Kawhi Leonard just has some easy buckets to the hoop here in this one.
That was always the people always felt with the Clippers moving here that the visiting teams would have the advantage when they came and played those 2 games against the LA teams and have that day off in between. That hasn't always been the case. It just seems to have been the other way around here. So where we go here with the Kawhi Leonard over 25.5 points. Clippers and the Sixers tonight at 10 Eastern time. This one will be on TNT. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dog Stream tonight. We're showing great profit over the last 7 days. Also showing great profit for the year 2023 as well. 4 on the board from the NBA. A lot on the ice in college hoops. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yes, sir, Tony. I got just 3 plays for me tonight. 2 in the NBA, 1 in college hoops. I got my $15 NBA Jam Session play, which is my best bet in the NBA every night. We've hit 2 of our last 3 on that play. So you can scoop that up. Pick Dogs Premium, $15. And I got my college hoops best bet. We've been seeing the college hoops slates pretty well here recently as well. So you can scoop up my best bet in college hoops. And I have a second NBA play tonight, so 3 plays total. Or you can get them all together in my Tuesday night hoops pack. It includes, like I said, my $15 NBA Jam Session play, my best bet in the NBA every night, my college hoops best bet, and another play in the NBA tonight. So that's what I got going on. Pick Dogs Premium, man. Don't be afraid to hop on something long term. 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. And let's continue stacking units, man. Y'all see we had a great week last week and want to keep that momentum rolling forward. We smashed the NFL playoffs. Started out, how many games were there? 5? There were 6, so we went 5-1. Only one we lost was the Giants over Minnesota. So we want to keep that momentum rolling forward into divisional round. So, yeah, man, hop on something long term. Let's continue stacking units. Don't forget 2-for-1 capper special. All the guys right now are pretty hot. Start out the year, man. So thank y'all for being here with Pick Dogs, man. Let's continue stacking units.
Yeah, Stack Inside here with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dogs Premium. Good results here the last 7 days. Also showing great results here for the year here for 2023 NBA Jam Session. Get on board with it. Individual play from the NBA for Jay. That's his feature play, $15. Credit guarantee. Must turn a profit or the amount the purchase is credit to your account for site credits. That is credit guarantee. Also in action here with NBA Play 2. Lots of individual plays up there. Has a 3-pack from Hoops tonight. 3 in the bag here from Jay, so get on board with Jay. It's also that 3-pack is also including his NBA Jam Session, so just buy the 3-pack instead of the first 2 individuals from the NBA. That's all included there in that 3-pack. That's the way to go. Also credit guarantee. The long-term passes will serve you well. If you prefer that way, you can go with Jay. Get on board with a 1-month all sports pass. Get all of Jay's premium plays here for the month. It includes all his NBA, all his college basketball, NHL, and NFL, all the way to the Super Bowl with that 1-month pass. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jay, as always, great having you show. Keep it at work. We'll catch you here on your jam session. Every game on the board from the NBA with a pick. I know you'll be busy tomorrow with that 9-game card.
Yeah, we got a today was a nice little refresher with the 4-game card, but we're right back at it tomorrow. 9-game card. Catch it in the morning. We're going to go through every game. We've been on a roll on that jam session, so hopefully we can keep the momentum rolling forward. And NFL show tomorrow as well with Big Al and Mitch as we're going to go through the 4 games for divisional weekend. I'm excited for that show. I love that show every week, man. A lot of great information from those 2 guys, and I throw my 2 cents in there as well. So see if we can have another great week there. And I see Rod said that double-double for Embiid was -182. I don't like paying those type odds, but I do think he gets it done. So if you like paying those type odds, then yeah. And or if you want to throw it in like a parlay or something, then I can see you adding that as a parlay filler. But
yeah, parlay
make some money tonight.
Parlay filler. There you go. From Jay there. Jay Briggs, catch him on the NFL show tomorrow with Big Al and Mitch. They'll go over those 4 games and give you some picks on there. So get your first look there at these big divisional matchups here coming up. And you got to tune in tomorrow here on the Pick Dogs channel. Make sure you subscribe, set those notifications so when they're live, you're live with them. to get the plays in real time. All right, Jay, have a great night. We'll talk again with you on Thursday.
See you Thursday, Tony. See y'all tomorrow.
See him tomorrow there on the live show in the NFL. All right, Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru. He will be live, not on the drive-thru, he'll be live on the NFL show with Mitch and Big L tomorrow, so make sure you check it out. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Reminder, guys, if you miss any of our picks, we'll recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Okay, so look like we're ready to roll here with Wayne Scott. I see him on location somewhere, so we'll get to Wayne right now. Get ready to roll, get the camera ready. He does, so let's go ahead and bring in Wayne Scott. Remember, he won the Pick Dogs contest back in December and is now a part of Pick Dogs. He does segments here on our show here on the drive-thru 3 days a week. So let's go ahead and bring in Wayne Scott right now. He hit, by the way, hit all 3 plays last week. That was pretty good. I know he hit the first 2 came by the hook. He didn't eat the hook. Was a big winner for us last week here on the drive-thru. So we'll bring in Wayne again. Let's get him ready to roll here. I think he had UNC Asheville. It was UNC Asheville, right? You went 3-0 last week on the show.
Yes, sir. I call them UNC Cashville, but NC Cashville. But yes, Cashville.
Sir. All right, very good, very good. All right, Wayne, here we go tonight. We're going to the NBA tonight here, game 1 of the TNT game. We have the Bucks here to host the Raptors. The Bucks laying 1, total 221.5.
Yes, sir. We're going to take a look at this Raptor squad first. This Raptor squad is coming off a win against the Knicks. They squoze by there and got that overtime victory against the Knicks. Tonight, they're coming up against the Bucks, and I still don't believe in this team yet, man. And I'm going to give you the reasons why they're going against the Bucks. The Bucks is still 3rd in defense. The Bucks is still one of the top teams at home. Even without Giannis, these guys still have a winning record. Another reason I like the Bucks tonight, a lot of scoring, well, the little scoring that the Raptors can do this year, because they're one of the bottom teams in scoring, a lot of that's coming from Van Fleet and Anunoby. This Bucks team does a great job at stopping point guards and small forwards, so I don't see a lot of production for them. Give me the Bucks tonight, -1 tonight.
All right, Wayne here on 3-0 run here on the drive-thru with us in the first 3 shows. He likes it. We know Giannis out. We know Middleton out. Baca out. I watched. I mean, they've been replaying this Knick game, Toronto game on NBA TV. I've been, there's nothing during the afternoon except these replays. And I got to give credit to Anunoby with that block he did in that on. I think it was on Julius Randle who was making that 3. That kind of turned the game around in that 4th quarter. But when you look at the box score in that Knicks Raptors game, the Raptors could not shoot a lick. Neither team has shot a lick in that game.
Man, the Raptors are horrible on offense right now. They can't get it going. I mean, I don't know what Scotty Barnes is doing on defense. So they really don't got many scores when Van Fleet don't get cooking and get it down low. And they struggling right now. I'll give them that win, but I'm not convinced yet. They barely won, and they beat a Knicks team that we know is not good at home. So I'll take my shot with the Bucks tonight. Like I said, they still got a winning record with no Giannis. So I like them tonight.
All right, no travel at all here. So the Raptors are the traveling team here. We got the Bucks here, lay the 1 here against the Raptors. This one to have a start time here, 7:30 Eastern time. All right, Bucks, your second chance on TNT to redeem yourself. That's tonight. All right. That's right. All right. Let's take a look over at Pig Dogs Premium there, Wayne. Tonight we got a lot 4 good games in the NBA. NHL, look at Wayne in the NHL this year. 565 units of profit on the ice. We also have a big college basketball card as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Tonight I got my bet of the day in NBA. It's on the late night game. Also got a 4-pack for you guys. I got 2 college basketball, my best bet, and another premium bet in the NBA I love tonight. And guys, just look at getting these long-term packages from me so you can get every play that I drop every day. I'm looking to continue to pick my spots and with my picks on the sticks and continue to crease in hockey. And hopefully you'll be seeing me on this leaderboard soon in the NBA because I'm getting hot in that too.
That's right, guys. Get on board here with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dogs Premium. Great results here thus far in the NHL. On the board tonight, an NBA game of the day here. Get on board with it right now. He's ready to roll. He's locked in with it. $15. Credit guarantee. Must turn a profit. The amount you purchase is credit back in your account for site credits. That is credit guarantee, as well as plays here from Wayne's Winner Circle Tuesday. He's put together 4 premium picks on a package tonight, so get on board there. But again, as Wayne was alluding to, get that long-term pass. It's a great value right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get all Wayne's premium plays here for, you want to try him out for 1 week, get the 1 week pass. All of his premium plays for a week includes all his NBA, all his college basketball, NHL. And don't forget the NFL here. on Saturday and Sunday. The promo code is PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Wayne, as always, great having you show. Let's make it 4-0 tonight here with the appearance on the drive-thru. And we'll catch you again tomorrow.
All right, Pick Dog family. All right, Tony, take care.
You got it. Wayne Scott here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on with the show, guys. If you miss any pick, we'll continue here at the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Seeing some comments come up here. Wow, Ronald Nelson, is that true? Oh my goodness. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Next up, we're going to go ahead and bring in our man Ron Zawacky. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, you'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Let's bring him in right now. Oh my goodness, that last comment caught me by surprise there. All right, let's bring him in right now. Ron Zawacky does great work over at Pick Dogs. Been good to us here on the show. Catch him every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time with the morning show. So we'll go ahead and get into Rod right now. We got some NHL from Rod tonight. Rod, what's happening?
Not too much, Tony. Definitely we got some NHL tonight. Let's get ourselves some money with NHL tonight.
Money tonight. NHL, here we go with these Oilers in action here against the Kraken. Look at the Kraken. Who can crack them? We'll see. We got the Oilers here laying $1.80, total 6.5.
Yeah, you look at this game. I thought that maybe Skinner might get the start in this one, but nope, it'll be Campbell getting the start in this one confirmed. And you look, Campbell's won his last 3 starts, playing pretty good hockey, starting to turn things around. Is Campbell in goal, making 73 saves out of 79 shots in those 3 wins. And you look at opposite, Martin Jones was the first off the ice. He's not completely confirmed to get the start for the Kraken in this one, but I'm quite sure he's going to get the start. He's won 7 straight. He's looking to bounce back. You got to win against the Blackhawks, but he gave up 5 goals, so he's looking to clean that up. He's got a 276 goals against average this season in goal for Seattle. He's been the reason that Seattle's been getting these wins and playing great hockey this season. So for me in this one, I like the under. I think goals coming to premium. Both goalies playing great. The last 3, Campbell's starting to turn things around from his bad start. And look at this one, Seattle 7-3 to the under in their last 10 off of 0 days rest. They're also 11-5 to the under in their last 16 versus a team with a winning record. And you look at the Oilers, their last 5 at home, 3-1-1 to the under. I think goals coming to premium in this one, and we stay under the total of 6.5. I think we got the first of 3 wins this game. I think the under 6.5. Oilers, Kraken.
All right, Rod looks at the under 6.5 Oilers and Kraken. I thought, I looked at that because I looked at this and I said, whoa, I think Rod might be on the over because both teams have gone over 10-3 against the division. And that's interesting, the way the playoffs are structured. These division games are important because you're kind of competing against your division for playoff seeds. And of course, we know there's a wild card in there, but a lot of the chase here is trying to finish in the top 3 spots in the division.
Correct, exactly right. It's a race here. And for sure, you look even you look head to head. The last 5 meetings, the only 5 meetings between these 2 teams, all went over the number. Do I continue thinking they're going to like happen, get goals like crazy? No, not in this one. I think defense comes to shine. Seattle on the back-to-back, tough spot here. Oilers do have the rest advantages in this one as well. First game off of that great road trip they had. The Oilers won 3 straight there on that road trip. First one back at home here, and we always say that first one back at home. Come on, a little bit sluggish. I think they feeling out in that first period. I think bonus play. I like the under goal and a half in that first period. I think you can see it in 2 in places. I think the under 2 in that first period. I think you get a nice feeling out first in this. Both a lot of hitting, a lot of checking, low scoring. I love the low scoring in this game. Yeah. Goalies come to shine.
Yeah, that's a bit of handicapping. You can see these trends, right? Over. But then when you look at current form and you look at it, you look at the now. You look at under the total. So it's not always just following the trends because it doesn't last forever.
Right, and I'm a trends guy. You can't just keep riding it. Sometimes you got to find that spot to, as we say, to get off that trend train because they don't always go that same way forever. They definitely it's like a coin flip. It doesn't always go that one way. And you look, both goalies have been playing lights out. Before Jones gave up 5 goals in that game, he had 2 shutouts previously. So Martin Jones has been playing pretty good. Campbell, same thing. Giving up goals has been stingy for both these goalies. So I think that's what we got. stingy goals in this one.
Stingy goals there. The current form, I know you like horse racing. If someone was asking me, we were talking about what the best power rating systems you ever seen. I always go back to this, the Beyer. The Beyer looks at the last 3 races, and it just seems to me is about the most accurate indicator of anything I've seen.
Right, exactly. You look at the last 3 races on any horse, and that's usually where you want to go. Because you can't look at what happened in the last year. You got to look at the last 3 races in his current form, right? It's just like anything. It's like what have you done for me now is what you want to see, not what have you done for me in the past history. It's different when you got rivalries going on. Then I like looking at trends, and then you get a little more. What have you done? Them rivalries, they definitely breed trends that stay consistent. I notice more of those. So.
There we go. We got Rod here. Oilers cracking under 6.5. This one have a start time here of 9 p.m. Eastern time. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Brim. Tonight's action. Lots on the ice tonight. Good NHL card as well. Won't keep you up too late tonight. 9 Eastern time, the latest start time, as well as NBA with 4 games on the board. Good college basketball card as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, over at Pick Dogs Premium, looking for our 5th winning night in the last 6. Got a nice $15 bookie buster. Now plays 4-1 in the last 5, looking to continue it going. It's in the NHL. It's also included in my NHL hat trick play, so you get my 3 top plays that I love in tonight's NHL action. This one, the under, just missed my premium card. I also have nice college basketball birdcage going. 3 plays in tonight's college basketball action. Love that those 3 plays there in tonight's college basketball action. Your best bet: grab a 3-day, grab a 7-day, grab a 30-day pass. That way, you don't miss out on any of the plays I release. I got 1 bonus play in tonight's NBA action. Jump aboard. Let's make some money.
That's right. Make some money indeed. Get on board here with Rod Zawacky over at Pick Dogs Premium as well. Tonight on the board, you want to get with Rod Zawacky. This great work over in the mornings. You catch him off a winning day yesterday. Also, with that Bookie Buster $15 premium play up there. That is credit guarantee. Most general profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is credit guarantee. Birdcage, college basketball birdcage, a 3-pack. Keep your eyes out. I think it's a good betting card up there tonight in college hoops, so get on board there. Some good matchups tonight. Big 12 in action. We also have some SEC. Mountain West with a good card. Remember, Mountain West gets a lot of those at-large bids in here, so these are some key games in the Mountain West because you see usually they get 3 in there, sometimes 4. So these are huge games involving some of the top teams in conference tonight. But again, NHL hat trick, a 3-pack. There are a lot of action here from Ron. Instead of buying all these plays individually, you may consider Rod's 1-week all sports pass. Get all of Rod's premium plays for the week. That includes all of his NBA, all his college basketball, NHL, and of course the NFL. It'll play here 2 games here Saturday and Sunday. So get on board with Rod with that 1-week all sports pass. Use that promo code PICK at checkout and you'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotional. Even greater value there. All right, Rod, as always, great having you on the show. Keep up the great work. We'll talk with you again tomorrow. But we can catch you there tomorrow in the morning show. And, of course, the video series that you do with Chris with the Puck Dogs. A lot of hockey picks from both of you.
Yeah, definitely tune in to that morning show. Always have a good time with the morning show, going over games and picks and sometimes falling off the rail. But good times there. And me and Chris definitely enjoy doing them hockey videos. Check those out. Like and subscribe. That way you get notified when those are released. And you don't miss out on any of the NHL hockey content that me and Chris and the Puck Dogs have got rolling for you. Me and Chris love doing that. Check out the Puck Dogs. We went on fire to start this 2023. We're looking to keep it rolling over there. We got a nice 3-pack in hockey. One that me and Chris absolutely agree on, which is one of those rare things that sometimes me and Chris don't agree on a lot of things. But definitely there's one over there for you guys. Check out the Puck Dogs over at Big Dogs Premium. Scoop that up.
Yeah, scoop it up indeed. Get on board there with that account. All right, Rod, have yourself a great evening, and we'll catch you again here on the show tomorrow.
Definitely. Have yourself a good night, Tony. Good luck, everybody, with all your bets. Smash that like button. Costs you nothing. Helps us out a ton. Have yourself a good night.
Good night as well. See you tomorrow. Rod Zawacky here on the drive. We catch him in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, with that morning show with Chris and Mitch. And, of course, that Puck Dog NHL videos. You want to catch those as well. Let's get on. I'll continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it is time for my pick. Let's get up my card here for you tonight. We're going to college hoops tonight. SEC battle tonight here as we got Georgia facing Kentucky here. Georgia is going to be the underdog in this game, and I believe they are the road team in this one. Just want to verify that information here. Believe they are the road team. Let me make sure of that. They are the road team in this game. So Georgia is at Kentucky tonight. We're going to be looking here at the road underdog Georgia plus 11 here against Kentucky. I handicapped this with them being the road team, knowing that, and looking at this one. I know Kentucky had that little breakout game against Tennessee, but you're going to have to do more than that for me to lay double digits here with this Kentucky Wildcats. Also because Georgia has shown some sort of life this year, right? 13-4 overall, 3-1 in the conference. They do have a road win at Ole Miss, lost to Florida. They've shot well from 3 in conference. I know they have some issues scoring around the bucket, but man, their defense has been solid in the SEC. They're holding teams to just 24% from 3, 48% inside. That's in SEC competition. We know Kentucky, they've had their issues this year, just 2-3 in conference. A lot of pressure there on Coach Kell. The people in Kentucky are not very happy with them. We know that. They expect a lot more out of this Wildcat team. I think they want them to dominate the conference is what they like to see, and they're losing a lot of games there in conference. They lose a lot of road games as well, but this is just a poor defensive team in the SEC. Kentucky is allowing 38% from 3, 53% around the bucket. The Bulldogs doing a good job of defending threes on the road, and they make them. 3-point shooting on the road for Georgia, 38%. The Wildcats allowing 47% shooting in the SEC. Until they defend better, there is no way I can even lay double digits with Kentucky. I don't care if they had one good showing against Tennessee. You got to show me more than that. I'll take Georgia here plus the 11 here against Kentucky. This one will have a start time here of 9 p.m. Eastern time over on ESPN. All right, guys, check out Pick Dogs for me. I have 4 p.m. plays from me, all from college hoops. I got a best bet from college basketball up there, standalone. Also, a 3-pack from college basketball in its own 3-pack, so get on board there. Coming off some pretty good days here, so get on board. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off my long-term pass, 3, 7, and $38 sports pass. Get all my premium plays for that period of time you select. You go to my handicapper page, and you make that purchase. So go ahead and get on board right now. Appreciating all the comments that we're getting here from everybody here on the show. It's been great hearing them come in right now with guys like Raven Ron coming in. We've got Mills in the chat room as well. And also, actually, I like to always go through, before we get to the recap, let's take a look here at the injury report here from the NBA as we're getting near crunch time, about 7 minutes away from start time. Let's see if we can give you some information here in the NBA. We can now, we know what Banton out for Toronto. We know Giannis, Ibaka, and Middleton out for Milwaukee. On the Brooklyn side, the big news this afternoon, Irving out for the Nets. So Durant, no Irving for the Nets. No Vassell here for the Spurs. Portland, Denver, Winslow out. Payton is probable. On the Nuggets side, Gillespie, Green, Watson out. Murray, Highland, Cancourt, questionable. That's still as this hour in that game. Let's go to Philadelphia and the Clippers. Melton is now probable here for Philadelphia. He did have an illness. They thought he could play through it. That was the word here from Philadelphia. But when he did the shoot around this morning, he had a bit of an illness, but they felt he can play through it. We'll see. On the Clippers side, Kennard out, Wall out. Kennard out, John Wall out. Now, the story on Paul George, let's see if there's any update here on Paul George. This is a late game, so it's 10 Eastern time. We're still about 6 hours from game time on this one, so it's going to be a while here. It's still listed as questionable. It's still the same news on him. He went through a complete practice Monday, and we're not sure, so we're going to wait and see if he returns to the lineup. No word yet of whether or not it was in the shoot-around. You may want to check out Twitter and see if he can participate in the shoot-around, to see if that can give you any information if you want to get ahead of the market there. We still show the Clippers here laying 1 point favorite. Actually, let me look at the current lines. I got a live screen here. Let me see if there's any movement on this game. That always can be an indicator. No, it's pretty much Clippers laying anywhere from 1.5 to 1. We're seeing some ones in some of the sharp books offshore as well as Vegas. We're seeing some ones in the sharpest book in Vegas here. So we're seeing some Sixer money come in right now on that game. So keep an eye there. I don't know if it's information because there's still a lot of 1.5s out there, but that should be telling whether or not George will go out there. Maybe if you guys can check out your Twitter account and see if George participated in the shoot around and if there's any news from that work there in the shoot around. All right, let's get to the recap for tonight. We had Brad tonight on Boys. Special appearance from Brad Francis today. He's been red hot here in college hoops. He comes in with Boise State laying 5.5 against Nevada. Damian was on Vanderbilt plus 8.5 against Alabama. Tony Brown was a late scratch. El Ninos said Trailblazers plus 6 against the Nuggets. Jay is on Kawhi Leonard over 25.5 points against the 76ers. Wayne was on the Bucks here lay the point against the Raptors. Rod says the Oilers cracking under 6.5. I'll be on Georgia plus the 11 here against Kentucky. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition here of the Drive-Thru, guys. Let me make sure I got everybody in. That was always my biggest fear. We got Brandon, we got Damian, we got Alan, we got Jane, we got Wayne, and we got Rod, and we got everybody in. Didn't miss anybody. So that's going to do it here for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Make sure you tune in again tomorrow here live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. Bring our cappers here from Pick Dogs. They'll give out their plays for you here live here on the show at 6 Eastern Time for the games on Wednesday. So make sure you guys tune in. Remember, we got a lot going on over at Pick Dogs. The live shows, 10 a.m. Eastern Time with Mitch, with Rod, with Chris. Don't forget the Betting Tools show with Mitch and 7 picks in 5 minutes. Jay's Jam Session, every NBA game with analysis and picks from every game every day. Check that out tomorrow. Javon's parlay video, Ron Romanelli with his college basketball rundown video. The Puck Dogs, Chris and Rod Zawacky with the NHL picks there on that Puck Dog show. You want a video series, so check that out as well. Tomorrow there'll be the NFL show. The NFL series runs once a week here on Wednesdays with Mitch, Jay, and Big Al McMorty. So that's something you want to definitely tune into. So lots happening on. Also the UFC coverage on the weekends with Mills and Brad. So make sure you guys like, subscribe, set those notifications, be live when the shows air live to get the plays in real time. And, of course, loads of content here on the channel. All right, that's going to do it here for the show. Let's go ahead and bring in our crew from night. We're going to wave goodbye to you guys. You guys have a great evening. We'll talk with you again here